And when are we going to be live? It'll say I'm live whenever I'm live, and I guess I'm live, and I will thrive. How you doing out there, YouTubers? YouTubettes, as they say. So, Crazy Man answers your questions about Las Vegas. Go! If you have a question, you better answer it now. I'll be on here for 1 minute and 32 seconds. No, probably closer to an hour. How's it going, everybody? I'm Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger, and I do lots of videos for you, so that is what that is. So we have 11 people in the chat. If somebody wants to pipe up and give some chats, that would be good. I don't see any chats. Look, Charlie Dyson is the very first one in the chat to say hello. Hello, Charlie. How are you today? I thought it would be funny to answer as many questions as I possibly could in the course of about an hour because I am a masochist, as they say. Sasha is here. John is here. L. Chilibert is here. Day Tripper's checking in. Ebony is here. Day Tripper says almost. Jim B. from San Antonio, LA, Margarita Gonzalez, Darian Teast, Katrina. We have a lot of people here in the chat already, and because I am a gossipy little person, I'm going to see who else is live streaming tonight. So if this just turns out to be a dumpster fire, you guys can always go and watch another channel. So Matthew is live streaming. Let's see if Life in Las Vegas is live streaming. I'm in my studio. He is not live streaming. Let's see if the King of Las Vegas himself is streaming. Jacob is not streaming. So I guess it's just me. You have me, and you can ask me a question. And I would be happy to answer your queries about Las Vegas. We have been down on the Strip a few times. We've seen some stuff. Oh, my God. Arnold is here from Singapore. How's it going? I've always wanted to go to Singapore, Arnold. So what people say to me is what I'll say to you. I will crash on your couch. What other channel? Lots of other channels. Calgary is here. Sierra Labrouse. Oh, she lies, apparently, according to Jason. Well, we don't know that for sure. Do you know what hotels are not charging resort fees? Tina asks. Well, I heard the Golden Nugget wasn't, and I believe if you guys can fill me in, the Four Queens never charges resort fees. That's their thing. Rocio, you answer a question. You ask a question. I try to answer it. I'm going to have a bunch of people in the chat. We have 3 levels of local Las Vegans here. We have level 1, the viewers and the chatters. Level 2, the moderators with the big hammers to bash you over the head if you get out of line. No racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, hate speech. None of that stuff, okay? And then we have level 3. Those are the super chatters. I always see their chats because they get lit up in front of me in funny colors. Katrina will be here next Friday. My son is there staying at the Strat. How's that hotel? I haven't been to the Strat. If they've done a renovation of the hotel, I have to assume it's the rooms that they've renovated too. Ask them to send you some pictures. Sahara may have a resort fee. I don't know. They said they were suspending them for bookings made up to May 31st. And I don't know if they're doing that any further. Level 4, Mark is level 4 because he drove me home and I didn't even ask him to. He just showed up magically like an angel that ascended down from the heavens and stood in front of the plaza and said, here you go, buddy. I'm risking my life in front of the Greyhound bus station for you. Paul is here. Any word on Bally's yet? No word on Bally's, Antoinette Christensen. But when we find out, we will tell you on the channel. I went over some hotels that are open up today in my video earlier today. Plaza has no resort fee, just for a small service charge. So it's a resort fee. Look here, look at this. This is a roll of duck feathers. You know it's a roll of tape. Just because I changed the name doesn't make it a roll of duck feathers. Oh, can I get a camera quality check on you guys? I'm using a different camera. I'd like to know the camera quality check. It's a different one than I'm using. For me, it's always just you. Well, that's nice, John. I appreciate it. I give Frank Kaluta a price of information. She has a full blog called I'm No Angel About Myself, and now they remake Casino. Very nice, Peter. Peter is an old school Vegas guy. Gives lots of advice to people. I guess I don't follow his advice, so he's giving it to other YouTubers. That's fine. Level 888 local that got rich from Las Vegas. The architect is a rich local in Las Vegas. That is very nice. Strat is nice. Stayed there last year. Rooms were really nice. Very good quality. I hope so. I would hope so. You can even see my sweat. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, I feel so self-conscious now. It's a little soft, but not bad. Wow. Okay. Well, that depends on a number of things. YouTube only streams up to 720p when I use this service. I wish I could get it into 1080p, but it's just not doing it just quite yet. Hello, everyone. Hope all is safe and well, and it totally is. Sydney, Australia. Susanna Thornton is here. She is always in the house from Sydney. She's from the land down under. She brought us Vegemites and didgeridoos and boomerangs and koala bears, and we appreciate her. I just dispelled all of my stereotypes about Australia. That's okay, because I'm Canadian, so hockey sticks, polar bears, seal hunts, and politeness. There you go. There's some stereotypes, too. Clear camera, not fuzzy. Warmer, please. Yeah, I'm not changing the temperature this time, but Jeff, I think I can change it next time for you. And Scott is late. You're only late by 4 minutes. I'll be on for an hour, so thank you. Love your masks. You all should buy them. Yes, we do have the face masks for sale because somebody brought it up and it wasn't me. VegasFaceMask.com. We call them the only 2 face masks you will ever need. The nice thing about them is they go around the back of your head. Whoa, Peter is here. He is pledging 79.79 pounds sterling. Sound is a pound, and I appreciate you, Peter. That's the first time I've ever seen you do that, so thank you very much. You're always good on my Facebook and the Not Leaving Las Vegas Facebook group. These go around like this, and instead of them going around your ears, it goes over the back of your head, and you tie it up in the back. And you gotta love it, and it's good stuff. And it's VegasFaceMask.com. We are getting orders out as soon as and quickly as we possibly can. Phase 2 in Ontario tomorrow, Kevin Kinte in the Grove says. And look at this. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've had Blackjack on camera with me now. Jeff wants me to be warmer with you. I get it. It's a play on words. Quality of the video on Fremont Street video looked really good. Not the live stream, the other one. Yeah, that was an S20. That's as good as a smartphone is going to get these days, especially in low light conditions. And you could especially see the bad low light conditions on my face when I use the front facing camera. And it is Blackjack time. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. You can see him squinting, and he has cat food on his whiskers. Man, you're a mess. How are you going to appear on camera without at least doing your hair, buddy? Yeah, he doesn't headbutt. Most cats headbutt. Blackjack power. I hear some restaurants in Vegas are charging a C19 fee. Yeah, a very popular YouTube did that video today. I did it 2 days ago, and I told you guys it was 2. It actually turns out to be 3 restaurants. It's, gosh, I can't remember the one at the Fashion Show Mall. Yeah, I'm useless, I know. Well, I'd be useful if I told you which one. El Segundo or something like that. Plus the not the Rainforest. Wow, badmouth them. Plus Joe's Stone Crab and Mon Ami Gabi, all owned by a company called Let Us Entertain You. They're charging a 4%, but it is a waivable fee as long as you look at your bill and realize you're being charged it, and then they, don't claw me, and then they will waive your C19 fee. Whoa, Paul T is in the house. Thank you so much, Paul T. Yes, Blackjack is here with me. He is finding his escape right now. Where are you going to go? There's nowhere for you to go. You're a cat. You don't do things. You just sit around and you get all docile and you beg me for food. What am I going to do with you, dude? There's the headbutt. That's what I wanted. That's how I know that I'm loved by you. But it was just a food trap with him. Have you ever run into the popular slot YouTuber Brian Christopher? I see he's in Vegas this week. I've not run into him. I chatted with him on Facebook. He seems very nice. He's a little out of my league. He's about 4 times, 5 times, 10 times larger than me. So usually I just leave those guys be and I don't try to bother them because they have things to do. And I'm not going to piggyback off somebody else's popularity. I'm a small channel. He's a big channel. Does Blackjack eat Filipino food? He'll eat any food you put in front of him, unfortunately. That's how he got to be fat, and I had to put him on a diet, and he's still dieting. Whoa, Vegas Mooch is in the house. Thank you so much. We can eat at patios and get haircuts tomorrow in Ontario, Kevin says. You act like that's a privilege. No, I don't think you act like that, but you know how that is. It's kind of nuts, isn't it? They'll waive the fee, then I wave goodbye. Oh, Philip, so poetic, and I agree with you. Have you seen the Yellow Productions guy? No, I've never seen him around. It's, ooh, okay. You want to go? All right, you go. You go. You're good. Never seen him around. He's good at what he does, and I appreciate him. He's the biggest of all the travel channels that comes to Vegas. He's not a Vegas channel, but he goes to Asia, but he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Paul, he eats beef, so I'd imagine he would like some White Castle right about now. Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. Do you tease Blackjack about his weight, call him Fat Cat to shame him? I call him Fat Cat, but I think the thing is he doesn't understand English. Cats have been shown scientifically to know their names, and they ignore you because they're jerks. But they're not really jerks. Cats lack the muscles in their face to form emotions. Dogs have some of those, so that's why cats always look the same. Hi, Steve. I have a black cat also. His name is Black Bear. Very nice. Blackjack is still sitting right here. Right here. Now he's headbutting me because he wants the food, but that's what he does. Orange County, California just announced face masks are optional. Good on that, Joseph. It's really up to the business. Some of the businesses, because they're optional here, the businesses will actually, require them to go into the store. Are cats sociopaths? No, but I know some humans that are sociopaths. Any more news on whether Cirque is going to survive? That's a loaded question. If they miss even one payment, I should do a whole video on Cirque du Soleil, but it's a very complicated situation. Hey, Stephen Campbell, I missed you yesterday by a few seconds. Yes, I read your comment, Lance. That was too bad. I'm sorry about that. I would have loved to have run into you. I ran into another YouTube subscriber there and some people that saw me and spotted me. But again, I imagine that happens with everybody. Yellow Productions guy plays DDR. I used to play that when I was younger. I don't have a lot of time for games, but holy cow, does the PlayStation 5 look snazzy. Would love to see that on my 4K TV, but yeah, not going to do that anytime soon. Steve, In-N-Out or Shake Shack? Well, I've never eaten at Shake Shack, so I can only vouch for In-N-Out, and my wife had In-N-Out last night. Steve, we got to meet this weekend so I can give you your wood burning, Darren says. Yes, Darren, I saw your text. It is very beautiful. Darren Baker does wood burnings, and he paints them, and he glosses them up, and they look really, really good. Lance Johns had stage fright and he retracted his message. Do you know what teams will be playing in Vegas to finish the season? I'm not sure. I could probably do a quick Google search. NHL playoffs, Western Conference. Looks like Las Vegas will probably be hosting all of those, which are pretty amazing. So the current 2019-2020, it looks like it would be Vegas versus Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton, St. Louis, Nashville, Colorado, Dallas. That's what it would be right if they ended the season right before the C19 came out. Now those might change. They're going to do like a round robin tournament. Vegas will not participate in that because it doesn't have to. It won the Pacific Division. But they'll play some friendly games against the other teams that are in the same position. Any word on buffets opening up? Yeah, the Wynn was supposed to open up. We were supposed to have information about that yesterday. They never came out with that. Boyd told me on the phone that they would be opening up their buffets at the casinos at some point with human beings serving you. Really hoping Cirque comes back soon or at all. A lot of alumni from the school work there. They might work there, or they might have been some of the employees furloughed. You might want to reach out to them. Cirque laid off almost all of its staff. There was no reason to keep anybody going. Hi, everyone, Evan's mom says. Bringing my 18-year-old son out sometime this fall. Best place for an 18-year-old to have fun in Vegas. Well, I'm sure the channel has some suggestions that I won't mention. There is one place, but I'm not going to say it because that would be rude to you because that's your son. I mean, look, 18 years old. If he likes Marvel, you could go to the Marvel museum type setup over on Spring Mountain Road. There's lots of free attractions. You have the Shark Reef and you have the Secret Garden and you have downtown. There's a lot of stuff to marvel at and take a look at. We are here to pump you up, Jim says. Very nice. What's up, Stephen? What time do you recommend booking for spring 21? In the fall, I recommend you book it now. I assume by then everything is going to be open. You can use my special link, notleavinglasvegas.com/Vegas baby if you want to, or if you find a better deal, just use a better deal on a travel website, and that's a good thing. And I forgot to mention, if you guys want to support the channel and you shop on Amazon, does anybody here shop on Amazon? This is where I can do it in a friendly thing, because if anybody is rude to me, my mods will just kick them out. If anybody here shops Amazon, you can use this link. And it doesn't matter what you shop for. It's all cumulative, and it forces those fat cats at Amazon to pay a few dollars to the channel because, gosh, they should have to, don't you think? So I'll put that link up here. It's called notleavinglasvegas.com/Amazon. And apparently I can't do that because I'm not very smart. There it is. So I'll do that right here. Oh, look at that. I can't do it. So notleavinglasvegas.com/Amazon. I thought I was smart when I put that text up there. It's actually a graphic. So if you do that, you buy anything, they have to credit the channel. So if you want to buy that diamond engagement ring, do it on Amazon. I'm just kidding. Probably don't want to do that. I used it the other day. Well, thank you, Evan's mom. I appreciate it. I'm on your Patreon, Kyle says. You are on my Patreon, Kyle. Do we have any Patreon people here? Check in right now if you're a Patreon. And don't lie to me. There's 210 of you, but I know most of your names because I have to go over those credits all the time. Kyle, you are now a moderator. So use that sparingly, only when people are mean towards me or my family, or racist, sexist, misogynist, homophobic, or anti-Semitic. That's what we're looking to get out of the channel. The Amazon program is a great way to help support the channel at no cost. Yeah, I mean, you get, you buy something, you're going to buy it anyways. You're not going to get a change in price. It's going to credit the channel back. Oh my God, hold on. Oh geez, Tamara says she's on Patreon. I'm gonna have to double check these. I know you're on Patreon, Tamara. So there you are, you're a moderator on the channel. Rose, what's your name on Patreon? Jeffrey, I know you're on Patreon as well. So you're one of my new moderator crew. Cincinnati Kid says he is. My goodness, everybody has different names, so I'm gonna take your word for it. Oscar is on Patreon as well. Oh my God, the chat's moving too quickly. Scott Ringfield. My God, I'm going to have more. Oh, Sherry J is here. Okay. So we got that. So we got some Patreon people. I know Diana is there as well. So you guys can become moderators. And I'm going to have to look up. Kevin says he's one. I don't know, Kevin, what your name was, my friend. Robert is a Patreon supporter. I know that's to be true. So I'm going to make you guys moderators. And then I might get rid of a lot of my other moderators that are not active in the chats and stuff like that. Is there a cat hanging from your blinds? There is. That was donated to somebody who's probably in the chat right now, who I have a privacy thing. I don't want to go out people. That's Kino the cat. And whoa, Don says, congratulations on 27,000. Well, I certainly appreciate it. Holy cow, I got a bunch of brand new Patreons today. I didn't even realize that. If you guys don't know, on my Patreon, I post up photos and videos. Or if I post videos early, I post little vignettes that you don't see anywhere else. And I also post up photos after all my live stream walks. And I do different things on the Patreon that you can't get anywhere else. So some YouTubers take it as a way to just take donations from you on a monthly basis. I don't. I work hard for that money. So hard for it, honey. I work hard for the money, so I better treat you guys right. And yes, I'm quoting music again. Is there any slot machines in Vegas that are still payout in coins? Well, I saw down at the Californian somebody getting a payout in tokens. There were big Californian tokens worth $1 a piece. So you can go down there and hear some metal clanking that's not coming from a speaker. Has anyone heard from Brianna lately? No, she doesn't frequent my chats anymore. I hope she's doing well. I don't know what happened. Maybe I turned her off some way. It happens. Don't sneeze. And if you're going to sneeze, say God bless you. God bless you. Blackjack is sneezing. Cleopatra Kino is one of the few favorite games. John McKnight, Patreon is 1, 5, 10, etc. per month. You'll be in the credits after his videos. So William says. So yeah, also, if you're on the thing, oh, look who she is. I'm glad that I did not turn Brianna off from the channel. I say a lot of things that sometimes some people don't like, and Brianna is a very balanced person, so she is in the chats right now. You gotta love it. Charlie is on Patreon, so I have to add Charlie. Brianna is already a moderator, so I gotta go back up here and see while I'm talking. Whatever happened to the mayor recall? It's going nowhere. Eric is on my Patreon as well. He's going nowhere because nobody cares about it. The mayor is not going to be recalled. She was actually right. Sasha Fox says it's under her name. Fair enough. Wow, I hope I moderated everybody. I'll ask in another chat another day and another time, so I don't have to spend all that time doing that. So Brianna is back. Guess who's back? Back again. Brianna's back. Call some friends. There you go. Steven, since Vegas is semi-open, is there starting to feel almost normal again, or is it still a bit quiet? I mean, there's people everywhere. Businesses want to do business, and that's the way it works. And we're happy. John McKnight is all there as well. I think John McKnight is on there. Where do I find it? I'm looking. Oh, John, you just go to this link here. I'll show you what it is. It's patreon.com. Patreon.com/notleavinglasvegas. That is it right there. That should take you right there. If it's not a clickable link, then I suck. I have to do it this way. Sorry about that, guys. Patreon.com/notleavinglasvegas. Good work, Campbell. There it is. And it's clickable now. There it is. Total Recall. Yes, we're looking for Arnold voices. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I'll be back. When are you going to have a Q Dateline exclusive? I don't think Dateline is that even relevant? I remember Dateline from back in the day. Man, that's been on forever. That's one of the things that didn't get canceled lately because we're canceling everybody lately. Everything's canceled. Everything's canceled. You can't watch anything on TV or Netflix anymore because it's all been canceled. Thank you, Steven. I do it. I'm watching everything now. Oh, cool. All right. Thank you, John. If you are on the Patreon, I'll make sure that I add you as a moderator. Just be sure to message me and remind me of that. Stone Phillips. More like Stone Cold Phillips. Yeah, am I right? Am I right? Does YouTube take 30% of my Patreon? No. Patreon takes a percentage, but YouTube takes 30% of the super chats, which you guys are so generous with tonight. It's Contessa is here. She can't wait to come back on the 28th. You should check out her channel. I hope you've been adding content because you have a career in front of you if you work hard enough at it. You are very photogenic and very good on camera. It's Contessa, so good work. They got you pushing too many pencils. Jason, yes, I am out of shape. I was going to join EOS Fitness, and then I realized, when the hell am I going to ever go to a gym? I get up at 5:30 to 6:15 in the morning most days, and then I work, and then I do YouTube videos, then I go to my day job, then I come home, and then it's a 25-minute drive from my job to my house, and then I do face mask stuff, and then I do YouTube, and then I do face mask stuff, and then I die a little bit. Or I fall into unconsciousness for 5-6 hours. Just spent 3 nights at... Where? Ronald, we want to know, where'd you spend 3 days? Well, Brianna, I've been promoting you for people wanting Vegas info. Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate it. I'm always trying to be first with the infos. Other YouTubers are also trying to be first with the infos. Indiana Casinos. Whoa, Sherry Johnson. You guys have to thank Brianna and Sherry Johnson 427 times. And Dominus is my biggest fan, so you all better watch out. I mean, I think he means, or he or she means that they're the tallest fan I have, because you're all my biggest fan, apparently. Oh my God, thank you so much. Look at how many blue wrenches. This is getting redunculous, but there's 214 people on the Patreon right now, and I am incredibly grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am. Last thing we posted on there was a bunch of photos. Let me see if this camera can actually show you guys what we posted. After we went down to Red Rock, I don't think it's going to focus right. Is it going to focus? Oh my God, it focused. Oh my God, look at that. I'm in focus. That's in focus. So last time we went down to Red Rock, and I posted up a bunch of cool photos that I took at the Red Rock Resort. I can actually probably flip the screen instead of being a goober. So you guys can see these cool photos I took at the Red Rock Resort with my ring light in the way. These were pretty cool, and I post this kind of stuff after I do my live streams, and it's fun for you guys. Your Patreon list is growing, William says. Well, I look at it as a responsibility. It's another thing that I do to provide you guys with extra good stuff. You wouldn't subscribe to Netflix and expect there to be no movies. Steve, I have the same Maple Leaf sign in my house, Reno says. Reno, really? That is awesome. Yeah, that's my Maple Leafs Avenue sign right back there. Get out of camera, you can see it. Okay, there it is. Toronto Make Beliefs Ave. Oh, I said Make Beliefs. I'm so sorry. Have a great night. New Civil Defense says, thank you so much for being here. He's on the Patreon too. All the cool kids are doing it, but you gotta like me and not call me an e-beggar. I have to go there next time I'm in Vegas, Sasha says. Okay, whoa, Jersey T is in the house. Thank you. Red Rock was my local casino. Seems like I was there every other day. Missed the concerts they used to do at the pool. Yeah, and you know who also used to do good concerts at the pool was Mandalay Bay. That was a good one, too. Derek Stevens is in the house. No, he's not. Where's Derek Stevens at? Jersey T, thanks. When did the stream start? How much did I miss? You missed 22 minutes and 40 seconds of the stream. Hey, Steven, if you bring a couple of masks, I'll buy them when we meet, Darren says. One of each of my wife and I. That would be awkward. I don't know. I have lots of masks that are made. If you have a preference, Darren, text me on the Facebook Messenger. We have to meet. I know you're only here for a few days. I'm here for a long time because I'm not leaving Las Vegas. 30,000 is around the corner, Red Pill says. Thank you for supporting me, Red Pill. I just appreciate you. Jeff says, don't start crying. Oh, I know. There's no crying in baseball or YouTube, but I'm an emotional guy. I cry at Pixar movies. What can I tell you? I don't have a Caps flag, Steve. I used to like the Capitals back in the day. I still like the Capitals. I think Ovechkin could win out on the goals scored over Gretzky if he plays long enough, but this year really hurt him because he was probably on par for another 30 goals or so. Do you know the Beard of Knowledge from Pawn Stars? No, I don't. I thought I saw him on the strip once. It wasn't him. Are you still making masks? Make Vegas Great Again shirts. I am, Antoinette. I am. That offended some people. I also had another one that offended a lot of people. It was said, it was something to the effect of, I got COVID and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. But anyways, I do have this right here. This one here I can pin up for a minute. I have it in blue and in black as well, but you guys will see this pinned up. It's Make Las Vegas Great Again, and I have that. That's available for you if you want to. It's in unisex and it goes up to big sizes. And then we also have like muscle shirts. There's a black version, there's a blue version. So don't get all up in arms because I made a red version. And no, I'm not going to be sued by Donald Trump's administration. Don't be redunculous. Too many snowflakes these days. Well, what do I know? I'm just a 40-year-old curmudgeon. 39 is what I am. Latest pictures on Patreon look great. Thank you, Arik. Yeah, you were the second person to comment on that. The first person was in Hungary. This is Gabor from Hungary. He posted on that. And I try to post photos all the time when I can. I do also at work projects on the weekend. I post some of my personal stuff, the gardening stuff. Just place an order on your Amazon link. Hope you get a cut. Thank you, Alan. I will. The best thing you can buy on Amazon is like household stuff. Believe it or not, they try to push for that. But Amazon used to pay really well. They don't pay really well, but it's all little bits so I can upgrade my studio equipment with the Amazon stuff. Genesis Arnold is here. You might have to wait a little bit because I'm trying to get my sea legs. I think you're better build level 4 Patreon sometime. You're building Sin City Fanatics fast. You know what? All right, cool. We're going to institute level 4 right now. We have 4 levels of Sin City local Las Vegans. I love it. We have level 1, the people who are chatting and who are watching. Level 2, the moderators with the wrenches. Some of them are level 4s as well. We have level 3, the people who can pitch in and make just make it, I don't know, whatever you do. You just pitch in and you do the super chats, and I don't ever ask, and I appreciate you. Then we have, that's level 3. Then we have level 4, which are the Patreon levels, which are the people who are in the credits of the videos who get the extra stuff. Do you have a green shirt for Make Las Vegas Great Again? I don't, William. I could make one. I don't know what kind of colors there are, but I have to make one. I'll try to remember to make a green shirt. If I have this sticky note right here, and I'll say green shirt. Green shirt. And then also, you guys get to see my handwriting so you can copy me. Just kidding. You guys get to see what I sign all my face masks. We sign them for me and Caroline. We put a letter in there for you guys. I don't go outside when it's hot. Well, then you will never go outside in Las Vegas because as I was driving home at 6 o'clock, it was 102 degrees. Ooh, it's hot. Yes, Tamara, if you're on the Patreon, you're a level 4. You are the winner chicken dinner. No CD sellers on the streets in Summerlin, Paul says. Oh, no, they would not tolerate that kind of business. Let's get rid of this Make Las Vegas Great Again because people get mad and then they cry like a little girl. We're going to put up the, oh, sorry, I didn't want to offend the little girls. It was Hans and Franz from Saturday Night Live, you know, and Arnold would be like, Sody is a little girl. You know, but we'll do the Arnold a little bit later. I'm going to put up this coffee mug because that's not offensive to everybody. You have 4 levels. How many phases does your governor have? 752. I think we'll be in the phases until he is running up for re-election so he can ride that wave of how he kept all of us safe. We watched 2,000 Miles Away in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, Tim, make sure you send me some baseball bats and some bourbon in the mail. And if you have a chance, give me a funny Kentucky Derby hat. There, I just spent everything I know about the Kentucky on you. Love the channel. Great work. Now that's a good-looking mug. Boom. And I don't know why the handle is white. Don't even ask me. That's how they do it over on Teesprings. Favorite movie? Oh, I don't know. Desert Island movies? I'm not sure. It's got to be the wonderful Bruce Wonderstone. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know if I got the name of that movie right. I don't know, man. I don't watch a lot of movies. If I had to watch anything, it'd be like Breaking Bad and Boardwalk Empire. So they're not movies, but they're TV series, and they are very good. How does your boss feel about your YouTube channel? Dell says, I don't know. I think he's great with it. Brianna says, not... So Vegas Live Strong 2020, not leaving Las Vegas. Thank you, Brianna. Whoa, thank you, Brianna. That is very kind of you. I think the boss is fine with it. He keeps asking me advice for his YouTube channel. My boss has a YouTube channel. It's called Mark Allen or something like that. He does really good music. My boss is... he's got a backstory. I won't tell you his story, but he's really good at music. He wants to move to Nashville. And we want to open up a Nashville magazine called My Nashville Magazine. Is this Mark Allen Las Vegas? I'm trying to find him so I can show you guys what his YouTube channel is and promote him a little bit. Mark Allen Schaefer is his name, but he goes by Mark Allen for his musics. So I can't seem to find him right now, but if I can while I'm chatting with you, I'll definitely throw it up. Welcome back, Brianna. Brianna is here. Brianna is stronger than ever. If there's any microbreweries opened, I will imagine that The one that is open right now at the Koval at the Ellis Island is likely open. Plus, yesterday we were down on, was it yesterday? No, we were down at Red Rock yesterday, and there's a microbrewery there. And I'd also check out Sin City Brewing over at the Miracle Mile, Planet Hollywood, but I don't think they brew any beer there. Seriously, I don't know. So Mark Allen Country, I'm still trying to find him. Oh my goodness, I can't find him. He needs some serious YouTube optimization help, which, he's super busy guy and he can't kind of do that kind of thing. Let's see if I can find the actual channel for him, and I'll show you guys right here. Oh my God, I can't find him. Well, I'll have to post it up on my social medias. Go over to the Facebook group. It's called Not Leaving Las Vegas. And you guys can see it right there because that's where we post all sorts of good stuff. You guys will like it. Your mama likes it. Your grandma likes it. Your dad likes it. Your aunt, she doesn't like it, but she's not cool like you guys. Do you know if Secret Pizza is open, Leroy? Yes, it is. We went there the other day. We walked to Secret Pizza when we were in the Cosmopolitan, so certainly open. 777 at Main Street. Not sure about that one, Mark. Main Street wasn't open when I went down there the other day, so unless they've opened clandestinely, I don't think they're open. Do you have to be a hotel guest to use the pools? I think right now you actually have to be a guest in order to go into the pools. That is one thing you have to be. You never knew me, James. Okay, what you doing? What you want? Where's my helicopter? Oh my God, we want the Arnold. We will give it to you in time. Red Rock Hotel is nice. I agree. Will Trump win re-election? I don't know what's happening with the election, Genesis. What do you think? We play the porcupine game where I throw it back on you. Is the Orleans open? Yes, the Orleans is open. I should go there and do a live stream someday. Now, it's owned by Boyd. I don't know what their filming policy is. Can you make a hooded sweatshirt for cold casinos fall and winter? I do have hooded sweatshirts, Antoinette. I do have them. Let's see. It says all of my items, but it's not showing. So if you guys go on Teespring, you can find them. Yeah, it's not finding this when I try to type it in because it's only showing me my recent items. But I do have Not Leaving Las Vegas hooded sweatshirts. You can get those. Which malls are open? Apparently all of them, but the stores are not necessarily open in all of them. Ronald says Chinatown. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Chinatown a few times. I could do a live stream from there. The next few days are super windy outside, so it looks like I won't be able to do that. But I will get there. It's too early to worry about the election, William says. You guys don't have to worry about the election until October, and then we have the October surprises, which in American politics means that something embarrassing or bad comes out about each candidate. We don't need a barbecue Clark. Aha, we're quoting movies. Do you think masks should be mandatory in Vegas, Jeffrey says? I think that, man, I don't know. I mean, the wife sells the face masks. I like what she makes. I like her work. It's good work. We're trying to get all of them out. I mean, she makes the good ones. I think masks are good if you need to be in close quarters with people. I think masks are good if you have to enter into a store. Do masks need to be mandatory? I see a lot of people wearing them in inappropriate places, riding bicycles, driving in their cars. I'm sure you see that too, and it makes no sense. How do I have 486 people watching me? Thank you so much. Nice Uncle Eddie imitation. Is the Delano open during the same time as Mandalay Bay? That is an interesting question. It's its own property. It's its own management group. They just put the name on the building, so I don't know. We'll have to find out. I love pizza, Celine says, and I love it too. Not fun when you burp in them. It's never fun when you burp in a mask. Also, don't give your mask to anybody else to use, even if they're close family, because they're not going to like the smells in that mask. Brianna is indeed a truck driver, and I gotta give it to her. I don't think I could do that. I get bed sores sitting on this chair for an hour each night. You need to do a live stream again from Laughlin. Yes, that would be nice to do. Laughlin is a kick in town, and I have a nice gimbal for it. Hi, Steve. Are there any trains being planned to be built to the from airport to Vegas? Anytime you want to build a train to the airport or run a Uber to the airport or a Lyft or a tunnel, people get mad. Now, there was this idea. And the idea was to do a light rail transit that would run from basically the airport all the way up Maryland Parkway. Maryland Parkway runs parallel to the strip, so the strip here, Maryland is here. And that would help alleviate traffic on Maryland, which is quite bad all the time. And they just don't have the federal funds for it. But that would run parallel to the strip, so you could get off, take the light rail transit, which is the trains that run on top of the ground. Lots of cities have them. New York has, or not New York, Calgary, Salt Lake City, San Diego, Edmonton, Alberta, I think Denver has light rail. Boston has light rail transit. You would take that train, and you could always take like up to Flamingo and then take a bus over to the Flamingo or something. But that's probably not going to happen. They've been looking for federal funding for that for a long time. Hopefully, our government can get together on both sides and pass an infrastructure bill, because our infrastructure, our roads, our highways, these are things that matter a whole lot. Bridges can collapse on people. We don't have to worry about investigations and hunts for who's the baddest person in the government. We just have to worry about getting Americans safely to their destinations and building stuff. I don't know if you can live stream at McCarran. I'm about ready to call them and ask them what the official rules are, because it's an FAA thing. There could be some kind of regulations. That would be cool. Houston has light rail. Very nice. Where's the Black Cat? He is sitting right next to me. He made an appearance earlier. Tamara's coming to Mandalay Bay June 25th. Very nice. Or she is saying it's opening. It is. I reported that on my news today. Portland has light rail. Very good. The only monorails I know that are in wide use in all of North America are in Las Vegas and in Vancouver, Canada, which is very strange. Have you checked out the Tivoli Village? That's a cool spot. You know, it is nice. It's very expensive. And every time I go there, it's super windy. I don't like the wind, so we end up not going there. Bugsy's Steakhouse. Is it open? I don't know. I haven't been in the Flamingo since it opened. I tried to walk even towards the building with my camera, and I had some 300-pound guy come up in a nice suit and security badge that said, "You ain't coming in here." Las Vegas needs a light rail for Clark County Enterprise to Summerlin to North Las Vegas. We just need to have private money build these things, because public money never works very well. Any strip hotels pet friendly? I know the Marriott has a lot of people that have pets stay, and that's technically like half a block from the strip, and they even have a pet area right there. Seattle has old school monorail. Oh, I was wrong. You're right. They have that monorail, Paul. Thank you for reminding me. Someone who can't walk very well, who still wants to travel the strip, what would you recommend? I would recommend that you call the scooter rental people that'll come to your hotel. They'll drop the scooter off for you, and they will pick it up when you're done your trip. And I think it's like $60 a day, which a lot of people will spend, more money on Ubers or Lyft. And just take your scooter everywhere you want to go. They have a pretty good range, and the entire strip is an ADA. If you're not from the United States, you might not know that's Americans with Disabilities Act. That was a Nixon thing, those big bad Republicans, but Nixon passed that act, which was good, and it forced all public buildings in the United States to be completely accessible to people with disabilities that might use scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, and that kind of thing. So yeah, they're all compliant to the act. You can get around in any building, even if you have to go a little bit out of your way. Could have rail like Ogdenville or North Haverbrook. Well, that's more like a Shelbyville idea. Oh, you think I didn't know Unblinking Eye? I know stuff. I know things. Oh my gosh, he just quoted The Simpsons, the best episode ever written, the monorail episode with Lyle Langley. It was written by Conan O'Brien, and it won a Grammy, It won, what are those TV awards? An Emmy for Best Song. Hilton Grand Vacations at the Flamingo is a good place to stay. It is very nice at Flamingo. They also have Hilton Grand Vacations over by the Sky Condo, by the Circus. They also have Hilton Grand Vacations at the Elara. The Elara is more centrally located. We paid less than $200 for 8 days. Whoa, Nina got the deal of the lifetime. Ronald wants me to live stream the South Point. Yeah. Do you guys want to know the only casino I ever got kicked out of for filming on my little tiny GoPro? The little tiny GoPro. Where the hell is my GoPro? This little thing right here, okay? It was sitting in my crate, which I don't have my box for it, and it had this mic on it. And she told me I had a professional recording device, and I had to leave the property. That was the South Point. I would love to live stream from there, but they're very much so like that. We have 500 people. That's great. Leonard Nimoy was in the episode, but he played Batman. Batman is a scientist. It's not Batman. Oh, wait, no, he didn't play Batman. He played May the Force Be With You when Mayor Quimby said the wrong thing. Is the monorail's open? I don't know about that. So the monorail could be open. It might be closed. I'm not really sure right now. Recently diagnosed with a medical condition in my ankles, so the info on scooters is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Tamara, just ask over at your concierge. The scooter people are good people. They're almost always just little family-run companies, and they'll treat you really, really well because they want to earn your business. Is it hot there? Well, it was 102 degrees today, but it was only 86 yesterday, and it was like 69 degrees the previous day. So we're on that weird roller coaster we get before the hot weather really hits. How about the Green Valley? That could be possible. Calgary and Vancouver have a few casinos. You do have the Stampede Casino and a couple of places in Calgary and Vancouver. Very different than Vegas, but very much a place to gamble. That's for sure. Monorails are closed, Mark says. You should listen to Mr. Uber. He knows what's going on. He gets the call from the person who's at the monorail going, get me out of here. Get me an exit. That's a Matrix reference. How about a video on the Hoover Dam? There's so much stuff to cover for you guys. You have no idea what I want to bring to you, what kind of goodness and what kind of joy I want to bring you guys. Maybe someday I can do this full time, but for now I just work 2 jobs full time. My mom has an autoimmune disease and can't walk. Yeah, my father also, he has rheumatoid arthritis, which in men is an autoimmune disease. It attacks your joints. That's why the joints get all gnarled up. And he's had several procedures, so I can appreciate that. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I'm sorry about your parents and about your mobility issues, but I hope you can enjoy Vegas. Take a damn tour. Yes, it's like the Beavis and Butthead episode movie where they says, I have a question, and it's Beavis, and he goes, is this a goddamn? And everybody doesn't think it's funny, but I thought it was funny. Brianna is out of here. Thank you for coming, Brianna. Is there valet parking on the strip anymore? I heard the valet at the D might be running. I don't know about that. I would imagine it shouldn't be because, you know, stop the spread and all that stuff, and it's probably not a good idea to get into a stranger's car, which have their face all around it. So California is hot tomorrow. We cool down. So if you're cooling down, we're heating up. I don't know why that's happening, but we'll have wind for a few days, which means it gets really hot. Hi, Steven. Is ABC store open? They have lots of them at the Hawaiian Islands. No, they're not. The ABC store stands for something. If you guys want to know what the ABC store stands for, I need to get to 250 likes, and don't ruin in the chats, everybody. I will tell you the story I heard about the ABC store, why it is called that, and it does come from Hawaii. So give me some likes and I'll get you to the ABC store story. No buffets yet unless you win open theirs this week. They're supposed to open theirs on the 15th. They were supposed to give us some information on the 10th. They never gave us information yesterday. They're not answering. They don't know what they're talking about. Good on you, Win. You know, good on you, Win. So is the Link Hotel open? The Link Hotel opens, I don't remember. I had it written down on a piece of paper. Might be here. This might be it. Is this it? The Link Hotel opens on June 12th. So I do my research for a lot of my videos. A lot of the times you don't see this, but this will be sitting off camera, and I read off these notes that I write for you guys. So we have the Excalibur June 11th. The Link June 12th, the Luxor June 25th, the Aria July 1st, and the Mandalay Bay July 1st. That's what that is. So that's my list of stuff I was going to talk about on camera today. And I did that earlier, so you can watch my videos and I'll always tell you. Sorry, I missed why South Point won't let you film there. I missed why they won't let me film there either. But the lady came up to me and shut me down. I did a room tour at the South Point some time ago on the channel, and she basically told me I'm not allowed to have filming unless I have the casino property sign off and call me an official media person. So if anybody knows how to get a media badge, that would be good. That would be good. Do you know if the Marriott Grand Chateau is still doing only valet parking? They've, I think, only ever had just valet parking. You might be able to park over in the Diamond Resorts parking lot, which is just literally 5 feet away from the valet parking over there. Is the Paris kicking resort fees? I don't know about that. I've not heard of any major strip properties getting rid of them, only increasing them in the case of the Cosmo. Is the Gold Coast open? I believe the Coast casinos are open, but I'd have to check into that. Maybe I can do a locals rundown for you if I think it'll get any kind of traction. I mean, you know, you make videos for a broader audience. Somebody in my chat said, stop asking us what we want. Make what you think we want. Kind of stupid thing is that? Do you think Apple makes what they think the fans want? Well, yeah, Apple does, but you know what I mean. ABC Downtown is open during the daytime. Good to know. Home of the $1 1 liter bottle of water. It's totally worth going. When will you film at Long ass? I don't know what that means. Mr. B in the know. Email Andrew Nemi about that. I don't have his email. Andrew Nemi at something.com. Ever been to the Haunted Museum? Thinking about adding it to the trip. I've never been. You're talking about Zach Braniffs or whatever, and I've never been there, but I've heard people hold it highly in regards. Who knows what people want? Only the people that watch you know what they want, and then you're going to get negativity either way. So your haters are going to hate, and you're going to have the people that like you, so you have to make sure that you attract more of what you want, and I try to attract people that like what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Do you think the Drew will sit unfinished forever? Will they just implode it? No, somebody will buy the Drew and it will be completed one day and it will then be the tallest hotel tower in Vegas. When is the Allegiant Stadium opening? It's supposed to be ready for some kind of events in July, August. They say it's going to be ready for football events by September, of course. So we have a month away. Who does it better than Zach? I don't know. Maybe Cody. Zach and Cody. I don't know. Celine likes the coffee cup. Yeah, we have coffee mugs. There's also a white version of that coffee mug. I have all sorts of shirts and stuff. I go on creative spurs where I do a bunch of things so I can have people tell me I'm e-begging. That's always silly. I'm sorry. I got a little pain in my head about that because I work real hard. Are the spas open? Yes, the spas are open. I did a video on everything that's open when it first opened, and I believe the spa at Bellagio's open, that kind of thing. Have you been to the Mob Museum? If so, can you recommend it? I've never been down there, but I know it's one of the best top-rated museums in the country, so I will recommend it. That's based on TripAdvisor. At the D Golden Gate in South Point, the only privately owned hotels in Las Vegas. The D Golden Gate and South Point are the only privately hotels. Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of that. That's a really good question. If we start on the south end of the strip, we have the Tropicana, which is owned by Penn. We have MGM, which is owned by MGM. Coming up there after that, we have Planet Hollywood is Caesar's Palace. Paris is Caesar's Palace. Bally's is Caesar's Entertainment. Caesar's Palace, Caesar's Entertainment. Harrah's is Caesar's Entertainment. Venetian is okay. Well, Sheldon Adelson's company is a private company. Sheldon, or is a public company. You have the Venetian, the Palazzo, that's Sheldon, Wynn, Encore, that's Wynn. And then you have the Ahern, I think it's called. Is it the Ahern? It's the Old Lucky Dragon. That's a privately owned place. Downtown, the El Cortez, maybe. I don't know. Man, that's a great question. Private versus public in Las Vegas. How are the craps tables arranged, meaning players? I believe from what I read, it's just 3 people per side. I did see 5-handed poker being played downtown at one of the properties. I want to open a Mexican food quick bite on the strip. What do you think? I think William Garcia, if you have a lot of money to invest into it, you can make a run at it. Quick service food in Las Vegas, you have to charge a little bit more. You know, you can come in if you have the money and you have the notoriety and the name. Otherwise, you got to market the hell out of yourself. I recommend you start a coupon program where you pay people to stand and hand out your coupons, and when the coupons make it in, you pay those people, $3 to $5 per coupon, but then you have to subtract it from your food. So the best thing to do is add on a drink fee. So they come in and they have to get, let's say they have like a 50% off a combo meal. Okay, granted, you're selling it for 50% off and you're paying a guy $5 or something. You make them buy or $3 to the coupon guy. Then you make them buy a drink for $5 or $6. Now, that's what you do. And then that pays your coupon guy and gives you a few dollars back on the discount that you're giving. And if the coupon guy doesn't work out, he's a 1099 employee. He can go work somewhere else, or he can stand out handing out your coupons forever. That's a way to do it. Steven Rodriguez. Whoa, thank you so much. Nameless did something bad. I haven't seen a timeout in a while. What's your casino game strategy and money management? Well, that's not something, mods, that we ever shut people down for. Nameless doesn't have to be timed out. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to learn about, mods, whoever did that, that's awesome. I appreciate you trying to look out for me. Paul, thank you so much. I miss the Barbary Coast Casino Hotel. Let's answer that question that Nameless had. What's your casino game strategy and money management? I don't play casino games. I'm one of those locals that just doesn't do it. If you want to learn, go to SameBet, SameBet, and he does all sorts of things on craps, and he'll teach you how to manage your money and play for longer. He's a good guy. He interviewed me on his channel, and you should go check him out. SameBet and Steven from Not Leaving Las Vegas, and you can go watch that. And I interviewed him on my channel too. How's Domino and Princess? Domino is old and sleeping, and Princess is young and angry, because that's a Siamese cat. My wife says there's a saying when you have a Siamese cat, it says when you have a Siamese cat, you can't have nice things. It's okay, Charlie. I understand, my man. You're good to go. I wasn't going to call you out, but you admitted to it, and that's half the battle. So, yeah, that's okay. We don't have to worry about that. See, everybody's being nice here. Good evening, Stephen, and all from Northern California and Fairfield. Very nice. You ever thought about doing a video on Mount Charleston? Ever been up there? Yeah, my wife and I took one of our first dates ever on Mount Charleston. It was 2004, and it was in November, and oh my God, was it ever cold. It must have been about 10 below in Fahrenheit up there, up at the lodge. There was 20 feet of snow that season. It was a very, very harsh winter up on Mount Charleston Lodge. It's only about an hour out of town. There's a lodge up there. I recommend going up there in the winter time. It's a good thing. Yes, I would like to do a video from up there. Did the mob in fact start in Las Vegas? Kyle says. Au contraire, my friend. No, no, no. Organized crime dates back to the 17 and 1800s in the East Coast of the United States. They just came west like a lot of people did, and they settled on a place in the middle of the desert with tons and tons of land to buy. I mean, Kansas City had Mafia before Las Vegas had any kind of Mafia. When are the parties opening, Joe Smith? Well, they already have like the pool party deal over at the Flamingo, so you can go check that if you want to. Probably not good Wi-Fi up in the mountains, Jason says. No, there's not good Wi-Fi. I wouldn't go up there to do any kind of a live stream. It wouldn't make any sense. No, you would go up there to do a proper video blog or a vlog. And the reason you do that is because you have to take a good camera, and you have to take something that actually is a real... Son of a gun. I'm going to break my face. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? So people who grab... Okay, God bless you for doing your live stream, and I do them too. But if you take an actual good camera, you know, something that actually takes decent 1080p video, and then you go home and you edit all your video on your computer, that kind of thing, and you can actually walk and talk. This is a very old 9-year-old camera. Then you edit something and make a piece of art. And nobody does that anymore, unfortunately. This is on loan from Matt, who's a moderator on the channel, is also my Patreon. He's awesome. I've reached level 3 in Seattle, phase 1.8. So you're a local Seattle. What do they call you guys in Seattle? Seattleites? But you're actually, Paul, you're on my Patreon, so you're level 4 here. So very nice. Thanks, Paul R. I appreciate you, Paul R. Hello, y'all. Bruce loves ya. Yes, the boss is here. It's Bruce. Tamara says, thanks. Okay, I think you meant did the mob start in Vegas, not did the mob start in Vegas. I think you meant did the mob start Vegas. Oh, did the mob start Vegas? I'm so sorry. Silly me, right? No, the Mafia did not start Las Vegas. There were hotels out here. There were casinos out here predating the Mafia. Vegas had a thing with gambling dating back to, like, you know, Prohibition days. Before World War One, I believe, is when that was. And so they tried to outlaw gambling, and they put Prohibition in place, and Block 16 was downtown, and it was just a giant den of sin. You had people doing all sorts of nefarious acts with ladies of the night, sometimes in public. I mean, it was like literally the Wild Wild West. There was cowboys, there was bad guys, there were Native Americans in the area. It was wild. But the Mormons were here before all of that. You know, the Mormon missionaries came down from Salt Lake City, and they set up on the trails that would run through. There was no railroad. There was no cars. There was just people on horseback coming through on wagon trains, and they tried to set up so they could prophesize the word of the Mormon religion to people. And they abandoned the fort after just a few years. But to this day, you could go down and see where the old Mormon fort was. It's located just north of downtown on Las Vegas Boulevard. So yeah, so there is a lot of stuff that predated Las Vegas. I mean, this city has been resilient. When Prohibition came about, they kind of ignored it out here, or they made the Las Vegas Club. And I said it on the live stream before, if it ever says club in the name, that was a place where people could go drink under Prohibition days, because, you know, a club to a traveling salesperson or to a person working the roads or the highway or the railroads, they knew that was the place that sold alcohol under the table, underground. They tried to ban gambling for a while. World War One, I think it was, forced them to reenact it. No, the Great Depression forced them to bring it back. And then before you knew it, in the 1950s, you know, different laws in different states, and celebrities getting married didn't want to wait to get a marriage license. They would come to Vegas. Celebrities wanted to get a divorce. We had quick divorces in Las Vegas. All that stuff, you know, that's part of the ethos of Vegas. I'll have to do a comprehensive history on Las Vegas one day. It would be probably the most epic thing I would ever build and make. It could take me a very long time filming with professional type gear that I don't fully have yet. Stuff like this is very nice, and you can do good work on it. I filmed my video of the Strip nighttime downtown with this, and I filmed my video on Fremont Street with this one right here. So it gives you an idea of where we're at in technology. 9 years old versus 3 months old, and the video is just crazy. Don't drink and bake. Don't drink and bake. I don't know what that means. Were there any casinos on Fremont that were run by the mob? Oh, most of them were mob tied in. I mean, Fremont Street existed before the Mafia came in and built places like the Flamingo. But yeah, they chose the main strip because there was just more land. Downtown had land rights. They were mostly based upon water. This turned into Crazy Man Answers as many questions as he can and talks about history of Las Vegas. Most of those things were based on water rights. So if you had water on your property and you owned the rights, you could sub that property into little sections and then rent it out or sell it out for huge amounts of money, but you still own the water rights. The railroads came in and they speculated and they bought large parcels of land, but then they started to get boycotted by different areas and different businesses, and they wouldn't do business with them. So they kind of relinquished it, and now we have a water district, obviously, but it was very Wild West. Where are the Anderson Dairy located? That is area is really run down. I don't know that answer. There's an ice cream place, like a warehouse that sells ice cream. That's in a not nice part of Las Vegas on the other side of downtown on Las Vegas Boulevard. Can you drive a tank in Vegas? I assume you mean tank, and I don't know. I think at one point there was Battlefield. Well, there still is Battlefield. I know at one point you could drive large construction material. Benny Binion was a Dallas mobster. He might be. C573 says, will Vegas bounce back from COVID? Heck yes. Everything's going to bounce back from COVID, not just Las Vegas. Disney will come back. The cruise lines will come back. New York City will come back. Everything you see will come back because that's the human spirit. We are resilient. We're the only creatures on Earth. Remember this, okay? Where's Blackjack, by the way? I think Blackjack has left the building. Just remember this, okay? A little baby giraffe is born. He can hardly stand up. Within a few hours, he can stand up. And then what does a giraffe do? A giraffe spends its whole life trying to eat leaves and trying to mate and procreate. And that's all it ever knows. And if you put that giraffe in a different environment, I did see giraffes live once in African Lion Safari in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. It's a big, giant drive-through zoo, and it was snowing. It was snowing in late March, like Canada, right? Okay, that's where I'm from. I love it, but it's cold. But you put that giraffe in that environment and it doesn't really adapt. But us human beings, we can change our environments. We can change everything about us. We can change our personalities. We can morph the world. It's like U2 said. There was a song by U2 called Lemon. He says, man makes a picture, a moving picture. Man bends the glass so he can see the world up close. Point is that we change our environment around us all the time. Is it man bends the glass or melts the glass? I haven't heard that song in a while. Is the city safe to use at night on the? Is city bus safe to use at night on the Strip? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you know, if you're not worried, if you're worried about it, just hang around by the bus driver up at the front. Right now, you can't do that because you have to enter through the back way. But the buses have 24-hour recordings and tapes on them. There's been some incidents in the past. One lady was a complete homicidal maniac and pushed an old man out the back of the bus. But I would not interact with anybody on the bus. It's not worth doing it. I would just sit and don't listen to your headphones. Don't have your phone in your hand. Okay, keep your belongings on you. If you have a bag, wrap it around your arm. And be proactive. Don't be reactive when somebody grabs your crap and you want to run after them. Be proactive and you'll be just fine. Thanks for the downtown Summerlin tour. My wife and I are going to retire in Summerlin. Shout out for my wife, Myra. Myra's in the house. Thank you so much, Lou Dog. If you come into Vegas, you need a realtor. I have a realtor. His name is Josh. He's my friend. I'm supposed to interview him at his office this Sunday. We'll see how it goes and see if it gets up on the channel. That's the point of doing it. You should watch Ben Deach Silver State Sites on YouTube. I'm sure he does a good job, for sure. You walked through Stabbyville the other day. A bus should be a bit safer. Yeah, a bus is much safer. I've seen some pretty hardcore dudes on buses. They run into the back door when that's not the normal way to enter because it's like 115 degrees, and they refuse to leave. Like, what are you doing? Why go into the bus in the back way? It's crazy. All right. We're going to thank some of our rock stars today. Who are we going to thank today? We have our level 1 local Las Vegans. That's the chatters and the talkers and the viewers. We have level 2. That's our blue wrenches. We have level 3. That's these people right here. So who do we have right here? We have Peter Faulkner. Peter Faulkner from the UK, Paul T, Vegas Mooch, Don Steamy, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, It's Contessa, go check out her channel. Brianna Drag Queen Slots also has a channel. Sherry Johnson, Jersey T, Arik Hevner, he's on my Patreon. Brianna's also on my Patreon, by the way. Steven Rodriguez, Paul T, Paul Rotter, and C573. It sounds like a George Lucas film before Star Wars, doesn't it? Like THX 1872343. Then we have level 4. That's the people that are on my Patreon. They get to see videos I post early, my photos that I do, that kind of stuff. And they can message me at any time, and I always see those messages. Thank God for that. Las Vegas tried to annex the Strip, but was not successful. That could be true. Also, somebody tried to buy Boulder City one day. That really happened, and that never happened either. Robert Jimenez is also a level 3 local Las Vegan. Thank you so much, Robert. Def Leppard, the drummer had one arm. Blackjack has officially left the building. So why are Las Vegas hotel addresses have the Las Vegas in the city name, but everybody says the city is actually Paradise? How'd that work out? Well, I mean, I don't know. You can you don't even have to put an address on most things. I'm not telling you to send your mail in correctly, but I'm saying that if you just sent it to 123 Main Street, blank blank Nevada, 8914 something, if that was the address, they're going to find the city. It's based on the zip code. The zip code is the most imperative, important part of mail. You don't have a zip code, you're not sending mail in the United States of America. The zip code system is brilliant. You should read the Wikipedia article on it. If you're a complete nerd like me, you might just do that. Level 2, doing what I can, Steve says. Boom, Sneeve, don't tell me you're not on the Patreon. I know you are. And you're a level 4 then, if that's the case. Steven, hopefully I will see you in Vegas for my birthday, 8/13. That would be cool. I might be on a live stream. You never know. I got all the Pauls in the house. Paul Rotter, Paul T, Paul Jenkins, Paul Stevenson, Paul McCartney. No, Paul McCartney doesn't know I exist. Tamara, I work at Disneyland. It's scheduled to open up July 17th. I did see that. That is a pretty cool thing. M Resort Spa Casino is open. Buffet there is very good. Yeah, the M Buffet is good. Let's see if the M Resort is open. We just have to go to a website. Yeah, I had people say to me, all you do is read YouTube. All you do is read Google News into the camera. Okay, whatever you think. M Resort is available. Let's see if they have anything open tonight. Oh my God, where did my camera go? Oh no, can you guys not see me anymore? Did my camera just drop out on me? I don't know if it did. Holy cow. Well, it looks like my camera just died. I think you can still hear me. If you guys can hear me, that's good. Uncle Black says, miss ya. That is a terrible, terrible thing that I just did. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, that would be good. All right. So guess what? I got to get an attachment for my camera. I'm not using the one I usually do. So with that to be said, we had a bit of a snafu right at the 1 hour mark. That was crazy. I guess I killed the battery. I thought it was charging off the USB. Ain't I a fool? So with that, we're going to say goodnight. I can't fix the camera on the fly. I want to thank everybody. Look at this. It's the Lights Out podcast. It's like that hotel, it's like that restaurant here that serves food in the dark. We're going to thank everybody. Peter Faulkner, Paul T, Vegas Mooch, Don Steamy, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, It's Contessa, Sherry Johnson, Jersey T, Arik Harver, Brandon Drake Queen Slots, Steven Rodriguez, Paul Rotter, Uncle Black, C573, and Robert. And thank you guys. And I'm so sorry that my camera blacked out on me, and that sucks. All right. You guys can still hear me, right? Robert. Yes, you can still hear me. So we're going to go. I got to leave. Uncle Black, you demand dog, and I appreciate you all the way in the 808. And we'll be out here tomorrow to do another video for you. We got to go. So good night, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and that's embarrassing, and I'm embarrassed. And click.